Guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing really well. So few days back I had a student and she wanted to learn breads from us. But her only condition was she did not have any oven, she did not have any microwave. She wanted to learn it on gas or induction. So here we tried baking a bread recipe on an induction, and to my surprise it actually turned out to be really good. Like, it was so simple to make. So today I'm going to share with you another healthy bread recipe that can be made on gas induction. It requires very few ingredients. Also, it can be made in just rupees 58. So imagine, in just rupees 58 you can make a really healthy loaf which has also no yeast and also no maida. If you have an oven also, you can make this recipe. So before that, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. So let's go make this healthy bread.
So here are all the ingredients that you will require to make this no yeast bread. First is curd, but you can use Greek yogurt, oil, whole wheat flour. Then you take some refined sugar. You can use any other sugar that you like. Then take some salt, baking powder, baking soda, and some sesame seeds. So this is all that is required. So this is all that is required. So just simple home ingredients are required to make this whole wheat bread. So first what we're going to take is curd. So as this is a no yeast bread, curd plays a very important role. And once you've taken the curd, I prefer to take everything from the katori so that nothing is left. I have added some sugar and then I'm going to add some oil. So if you don't want to use oil, you can use butter. That is fine. Just make sure it's melted. Now keep whisking it till everything is dissolved properly, and you'll also find that the curd becomes really light and fluffy. So that's what we need. So we're going to keep mixing it, and once it's mixed really well, I have used a whisk. You can use a beater. That is fine to whisk it. So once the sugar has mixed very well, we are going to add the remaining ingredients. So that is your baking powder, baking soda. Then you will add some the whole wheat also. And in this, if you want to add some nuts and everything, that is also fine. Or one more thing is, I keep adding the whole wheat flour little by little. Keep mixing it, and then you can use your hands also to make the dough. So that's something that you can do, but keep mixing it little by little. So it's going to look like how you make atta at home. So it's going to be a little dry. So now it depends on any flour that you're using. So every whole wheat flour, the water absorption or the milk absorption will be different. So here I have added around 1.5 cup of milk, but you can add water also. So this is not going to be like a dough consistency. It is going to be like a cake batter consistency. So if you want, you can add the milk before or water and just start using a beater. I just preferred it using this technique. So I added it little by little, and I kept kneading it till it becomes really sticky, and later on I have used my beater. So if you want to cut this and don't want a longer method, just add milk to your flour and directly use the beater. But first I just prefer this method because I just wanted that my dough should be mixed really well and there should not be any lumps into it. So keep beating it also, but make sure the milk is added little by little. So for me it was 1.5 cups, but for you it might be required a little more. Again, depends on the flour. So here the main reason consistency is it has to be like a very thin cake like consistency, and I'm keep continuously beating it till like there are hardly any lumps and it's a really smooth batter. So this process will take some time, but it will be done. So this is very important for your bread to be nice and fluffy. And now you can see the batter, so it's nice and smooth. So this is how it's going to look. Also, if you want to add some flavoring also, you can add. I want to add some herbs also, you can add. So now I have taken my bread tin. As you always know in all my previous videos also, that I use a parchment paper. This is important because we don't want your batter to get stuck to the caked in, so I'm using a parchment paper. Also, if you guys have followed my recipes till now, you also know that on Instagram I post a lot of healthy recipes. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, and also I conduct a lot of healthy baking workshops. So both the links I will leave it in the description. If you want to learn also from me, you can just go, enroll in through our workshop link. So now as we pour the batter into the bread tin, now it's time to bake. So I have used the induction because I don't have gas at my studio, but you can use gas. So basically we have taken a pan, I've added a ring, and then I have added the bread loaf and covered it with, you can take a lid, any burtan, that is fine. So you can do that, and I have covered it. So it takes around 40 to 35 minutes to bake. Started at a low temperature and then go on a higher temperature. The reason why you need to add a ring between the pan and the bread tin is that it doesn't burn. The bread loaf shouldn't burn. And this is one very important technique. Now, using this technique, you can bake your cakes, cookies, you can bake anything that's possible. This technique I really liked, and look at the texture of the bread. It turned out to be so good. And also, what I do is always, once my bread is done, let it cool down, and then we can slice it. And even the after results, if you see the texture of this bread, I was really surprised because I usually do not prefer baking through induction or gas, but this is the first time we also tried, and I loved the result. So do try this bread recipe and let me know your experience. So if you already bake on the induction or gas, do let me know any new recipes or any tips that you can share with me.